Hello everyone, and welcome back to another True Crime Mysteries video. Thank you all for being here. Today we're discussing an update on Melissa Highsmith. Let's get into it. We previously covered this case back in September when there was a first potential sighting, but now it's been confirmed that the sighting was correct. The missing toddler who was abducted in 1971 has been found and reunited with her family. Let's go back and review what happened. It was in Fort Worth, Texas in 1971 when Alta Highsmith placed an ad in the paper for a babysitter. A woman answered the ad who called herself Ruth Johnson and stated that she would love to look after Alta's one-year-old toddler, Melissa. The family arranged to meet at Alta's job, but the woman didn't show up. Johnson later called the next day, claiming that she had been in a car accident on the way and apologized for missing their appointment. She stated that she looked after other children, had a large home with a backyard, and really wanted the job. Alta agreed to hire the woman and made arrangements for her to pick up Melissa the next morning. Alta had to go to work early, so she left Melissa with her roommate to arrange the pickup. Johnson came to the apartment on August 23rd around 7:30 a.m. and showed up nicely dressed, and Alta's roommate gave her Melissa. When Alta returned home from work and waited for Ruth Johnson to bring back her child, she waited a few hours but then called police around 8 p.m. Law enforcement determined that the woman had likely used a fake name, and unfortunately there had been little to go on. The roommate provided a description of the woman and a sketch was drawn up. She stated that the woman had been wearing an odd outfit for the hot Texas August. She'd been wearing all white with long gloves and a scarf over her head and around her neck. She said the outfit looked vaguely like an old nurse's uniform. It has long since been believed that the child had been abducted in order to raise the child with a different family, perhaps in an illegal adoption scheme. The case was reopened in 2005 at the request of Melissa's sister, who has since been spearheading Melissa's cold case along with her other siblings. Melissa is now 53 years old, and in September 2022, a tip came through to the National Centers for Missing Women and Children saying that the missing woman may be living in Charleston, but we now know more information about how that identification was made. Melissa's father, Jeffrey Highsmith, uploaded his DNA to 23andMe in hopes of finding his lost daughter and was thrilled when he connected with what he discovered was a grandchild. That grandchild assisted him in finding Melissa. Melissa had been raised by the name Melanie, and once found, DNA tests confirmed that she was Melissa Highsmith after being missing for over 5 decades. Melissa had grown up only 20 minutes from her birth family. The family reunited on Thanksgiving. Melissa's parents and her siblings, along with grandchildren and great-grandchildren, a reunion no one ever thought would be possible.
Melissa then agreed to take a DNA test. And on Thanksgiving, she met her brother and then later her parents.
I feel that was the best day that I ever had in my whole life when I saw Melissa again.
And meeting her for the first time, it was hard to put into words. It was just a dream come true.
And now has sisters in her life.
I'm thankful to have her back. Welcome back, Sissy. Welcome to the family.
I'm just really happy. When we first met, we used to meet.
This father got an embrace he thought would never happen.
You look like all my other kids.
Video shows Jeffrey Highsmith the moment he says he was reunited with his daughter.
It is overwhelming, but at the same time, it's just the most wonderful feeling in the world. My father texted me on Messenger, and he told me, I've been looking for my daughter for 51 years.
This whole time, Melissa didn't know her birth family was trying to find her.
The person that raised me, I asked her, is there anything that you need to tell me? And it was confirmed that she knew that I was baby Melissa. So that just made it real.
And they said, Dad, she's alive. And I started crying. And after 51 years, it's so emotional.
Melissa believes that the woman who abducted her was who raised her. The woman is still alive, but Melissa does not want her to go to prison. When confronted, the woman admitted to knowing that Melissa had been kidnapped as a baby. This made Melissa's childhood make more sense. She said that she never felt loved by the woman she thought was her mother. She went on to reveal she had a rough childhood, experiencing many different types of abuse growing up. She ran away from home at 15, got married to her high school boyfriend, and ended up in a vicious cycle of substance abuse and poverty.
And it was just really an abusive until I ran away from home when I was 15.
And then where did you go?
I went to the streets. I did what I had to do to get by.
What does that mean?
It means I worked the streets.
Melissa had 3 children by the time she was 19, but they all got removed from her care and put up for adoption. She was married 3 times, and all 3 marriages ended due to substance abuse issues. Melissa is now happily married and wants to redo her marriage ceremony so her father can walk her down the aisle. Her family had never stopped looking for her, and it was their commitment to continue searching, even when there was little hope, that allowed them to find and have the opportunity to connect with Melissa after so many years. In a statement on social media, they said, "Our finding Melissa was purely because of DNA, not because of any police, FBI involvement, podcast involvement, or even our family's own private investigators or speculations." The Fort Worth Police Department is committed to completing this investigation to uncover all of the available information concerning Melissa's abduction that occurred 51 years ago. Melissa stated that she would like to change her name to her birth name and looks forward to getting to know her 4 siblings and her parents. Well, that is it for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this content and what I do over here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. As always, if you give this video a like if you enjoyed the content, that would be much appreciated, as it is the easiest way to help the channel grow. We also have channel membership or Patreon if you want to get more behind the scene content or exclusive content, or just to support the channel. In the description box of this video, you also find links to all my socials to connect with me, as well as other goodies. But that is it for me. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.